kiwi mint lime mojito, you're gonna only need a few simple ingredients. We got our fresh mint, some limes, our kiwi of course. We have these fine green sprinkles to put on the rim of the glass. And typically, I know mojitos are made with rum. I'm not a rum girl, so we are gonna use Tito's. But hey, you can use any alcohol you want for this recipe. It's gonna taste great regardless. Okay guys, so whenever I'm making any sort of cocktail, I always start off by doing any of the decorative stuff first. So for this recipe, we are gonna rim the glass with some green sprinkles to get really festive. In order to make sure that the sprinkles stick on the glass, we are just gonna go ahead and put a little bit of fresh squeezed lime juice in one little tray right here. We're just gonna use half a lime. I think that should be good enough. Make sure you almost have enough. Honestly, I should probably just take the lid off at this point because you want enough to cover the whole plate whenever you're circling the glass. There we go, onto the bowl. So we're gonna take our first glass. Ooh, that did not make a good sound. You wanna just run the lime juice all across the rim of the glass, and then you're gonna go ahead and take your sprinkles and just start, I would say, lightly pressing it to the rim. And I wanted to make a really thick rim for this drink just to make it look extremely festive for St. Patrick's Day. And don't be afraid to be a double dipper, going back and forth between the lime juice and sprinkles. Ideally, you want to get it on the first try, but if you really want a lot of sprinkles on there, you might have to be a little bit of a double dipper. So it should look something like this. I'm gonna go ahead and do that to our second glass. So next, what we're gonna do is I took the skin all off one kiwi, and you're gonna chop the kiwi up into relatively fine pieces. And you kind of want to leave, I don't know what you would call this, the core of the kiwi, this little white piece, I guess you would say, out. So we're gonna leave that out. Should have a cutting board, but again, it's fine. At Welcome to the Party, we're kind of a mess, and we like to make simple drinks that taste yummy if you're new to the channel. So 2 little white pits, we're just gonna throw it in the sink for now. Take a back of a fork, and then with these smaller pieces of kiwi, you're gonna push the back of the fork in, or if you have a muddler or a muddling device, whatever it's called, go ahead and use that. I don't, so we're gonna make do with what we have. Now that we have our muddled kiwi, you are gonna split it in between the 2 glasses. Try to get some of the juice equally put into each cocktail. Whenever you are making a drink with fresh fruit, I think it just gives it something unique about it being super refreshing, especially when it's not super nice weather out. Who doesn't want fresh fruit in a cocktail? Now that we have ice in our shaker, we are going to take about 3 to 4 limes, and we are going to cut it up and juice it into our shaker. Oopsies. A little trick if you are doing fresh lime juice and not just the juice you can kind of buy in the bottle, make sure you always push your lemons, limes, whatever citrus you're using to make sure that the juice is coming out a little bit easier. All right, so I just went ahead and I put 3 freshly squeezed limes into our shaker. We are now gonna take our fresh organic mint and just take a few pieces and throw it into the shaker because we wanna get a little hint of mint in there. And again, this is all based on personal preference. You can do as much or as little as pretty much any of these ingredients as you like and do it to fit your taste palette. I do like my drink to be a little bit mintier for this. I think it's refreshing. We're gonna take our Tito's. And again, if you're new here, we like our drinks strong at Welcome to the Party. Okay, that's good. All right, you're gonna put the lid on. Shake, shake, shake. I wish I could look cool doing this, but I'm just so scared every time that I'm gonna spill everywhere. We now pour our vodka that's infused with some mint and lime juice. And I would say you want your cup to be about halfway with the mint, lime juice, vodka concoction. And then for the start of the show, we are going to take a poppy, and then this is the ginger lime flavor. If you haven't had these before, I love them. It's like 4 grams of sugar. It's a probiotic. It's great whenever you're drinking. I hate mixes that are really artificial and sugary, so this is a great alternative. We are just going to top a poppy. Boom. We then, for our garnish, we're just going to take a little lime. We'll put that on our cocktail. And then I went ahead and I skinned another kiwi and I sliced it into a cylinder shape. And then we're just going to cut a little sliver in the bottom. Put that on the rim. Boom. We are also going to add some fresh mint to put on top as a little garnish. And I just feel like this makes it look so elevated whenever you go all out decorating your drinks. I feel like you get them at a restaurant or a hotel. But it should be looking something like this. Now for the moment of truth. Taste test. This is going to make my lips all green. Wow. That is so good. It's really refreshing, but you still taste that ginger from the poppy, the kiwi, the lime juice. This is a great St. Patrick's Day beverage if you want something somewhat healthy and refreshing and just to get in the spirit of things. That is delicious. Thank you so much, guys, for joining me on this week's episode of Welcome to the Party. I really hope you enjoyed making this kiwi mint lime mojito in honor of St. Patrick's Day. And I'll see you next time. Cheers.